Hey everyone, for this week's video I am going to be unboxing a Tarheel Ants Fallen Fortress as well as moving a Camponotus ant colony into it. Enjoy this week's video. Also, it is important to note that I did get some accessories with this nest that I will also be unboxing and sharing with you. So if you do not get some accessories, your nest might not look exactly like mine. Like for instance, I got museum glass on the formicarium as well as a opening lip. Now, before I show you the contents of the nest, let me show you the contents of the little pack that you can get with the nest. Here is a Tarheel Ants business card as well as a feeding dish. You can easily make a feeding dish out of like a bottle cap or something simple like that. Here is a syringe as well as some tweezers to pick up dead insects and the feeding dish. The next thing in the package is a bottle of Fluon, which you can use to cover the outside lip or an inside lip of your nest to keep ants from escaping it. The next few things that come with this pack are basically just a few stoppers along with a Nestmate, which I will get into in a minute. Another cool thing about this accessory pack that you can get with the nest is that it comes with two little water feeder things. So basically you can fill it up, and if you go on vacation or something, you don't have to worry about the ants dying from lack of water. So I find that to be pretty interesting, and I will definitely use these in the future. Now let's unbox the Fallen Fortress. I realized right after seeing this that this was going to be a long unboxing, so this is sped up 6 times so that I can get this part of the video over with, but still show you the wrapping job that they do, which I give a 10 out of 10. Here is what my nest looks like. Yours will have the same design if you buy one from Tarheel Ants, but you can also make one of your own with its own chamber depth as well as a different themed Outworld. A cool thing about this nest is that you can get it in multiple different colors. Like for instance, I have black here, but you can get it in pretty much any color you can think of. If you buy this nest, there is an option to get this little lid thing connected by magnets, which allows for better air ventilation. It also allows you to feed insects to your ants easier. But if you decide not to get this, you can also just open the lip here, which if I had any recommendations for Tarheel Ants, I would recommend for them to make this lid a little bit easier to open, because it took quite a bit of effort for me to get this lid on and off. This is what the Outworld looks like. A few things I really like about this Outworld is 1, its size, 2, how you can put a feeding dish and a water dish in here without any issues, and 3, it is big enough so that even the largest of ants, like Camponotus, can forage around for food and you can see their behaviors. Here is the entrance to the nest. If you're wondering what material this is made out of, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it is some sort of grout with a sand outlining. Speaking of that, the chamber depth in this nest is actually very big, and I specifically got that for larger species. If you put a Phaidole colony in here, they could hold probably up to like 100,000 workers in here before having to move, but Camponotus can only hold around like 300 in here. And here is what the museum glass looks like. Just like the normal glass, it is connected by magnets, so you don't have to worry about any ants escaping. Also, I highly recommend getting this museum glass if you're someone like myself who likes to film your ants, or if you really like to see the detail of your ants. It costs $15 extra on the Tarheel Ants store. Now that I have showed you the nest and the Outworld, it is time to move my colony in. So before moving your colony in, I recommend putting some Fluon around the surfaces, as well as adding the feeding dish and the little stoppers. Here is how the water feeder works. So you fill it up with water, then the water comes out of this little mesh entrance here and fills up the little lip full of water. Now, I recommend that you use this one only for bigger species because smaller species can easily drown in that. Now, I recommend you use this one for smaller species, not just the amount of water, but because the only water that comes out is through the mesh. Here is my Camponotus Castaneus colony's current setup. Now, a few videos ago, I did move them into an Ants Australia acrylic nest size 2, but they did not really take to it, so they moved into the test tube that I provided for them instead. I ended up moving my biggest colony on this channel, my Chromatogaster colony, otherwise known as the Black Bishops, which you guys named a while ago. I recommend you check out that video if you have not seen it, because that is one of my most well-made videos yet. Now that the colony is ready for moving, let me finish up the preparation of this nest by talking to you guys about the Nestmates. So a while ago on my channel, I reviewed and unboxed the mini hearth, and I told you guys that the Nestmates did not work. I thought that my mesh was broken, but actually it was just because I was filling it up vertically instead of horizontally. See here, if you fill it up with the test tube facing sideways, no water falls out and you can just attach it to the nest and fill it up as needed. Now that we have the Nestmate secured, it is time to fill up the actual nest. You can fill it up right next to where you put in the Nestmate, which is this little white tubing thing, which the syringe fits perfectly into. Now, while we watch a time-lapse of this colony moving into their new nest, let me talk to you guys about naming this colony. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be gathering 4 or 5 comments in my comment section of name suggestions from you guys, and in my next video I will have a comment with all of the name suggestions that I picked, and whichever one gets the most likes, that is going to be the new name of the colony. If you're wondering, this colony has around 65 workers, a queen, and 4 majors. They also have around 50 larvae, which possibly will be hibernating throughout the winter, and they will hatch in the spring. Here is the colony a couple hours after they have moved in. The queen, along with most of the workers, have situated in the little mesh area, which is the most humid part of the nest, and the larvae, along with the rest of the workers guarding them and cleaning them, are in the dry section of the nest. I absolutely love how the colony looks in this nest. The very vibrant yellows and oranges and blacks of this colony just makes them look so beautiful in this nest. The combination of the museum glass and just the color of the colony makes this colony amazing to film. Now, unfortunately, since the colony is about to go into hibernation, I'm not seeing the workers being very active in foraging in their outworld, and this is because their bodies are starting to slow down. Now, I saw that they do have a good amount of larvae in their nest. I've heard that they can hibernate with larvae, but I don't know how big of larvae they need to hibernate. These ones are pretty small, so if you can tell me in the comment section below, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you did enjoy, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as we have almost 1,000 colony members. If we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the week so that I can upload a 1,000 subscriber special, that would be greatly appreciated. I tried to make this video as long as possible for you guys because I have not seen many reviews, or really any, on the Fallen Fortress before, and also you guys have been asking for me to make longer videos. Again, thanks everyone for watching. I will see all of you on Sunday. Peace.